wedding. So that's great. Good. And I mean, June is like the season of weddings and celebrations. So you might be going to some weddings, or you might be in some weddings, or you might be having a wedding. So Pisces, that's nice. Then we have the Seven of Wands reversed, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So what I really love about this is the Seven of Wands being reversed is really like, stop fighting, and it's like, stop fighting the joy that you have, stop fighting the message of love and contentment, of unconditional love that is getting just thrown at you in so many different ways, and maybe from many different people actually, and that's why you're celebrating. It's okay to feel good, Pisces. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to feel the love and let it all just trickle on in and fill your cup. It's all right. You know, some signs this month are really going through the thick of it. And you know, it's beautiful to be thankful and filled with gratitude for the joy and love that you have. So Pisces, in June, when this happens, when people come up and just are, you know, say, I love you, or I think you're wonderful, I want to do something really sweet and kind for you, allow them to do it. It makes them feel really good, and you deserve it. Okay? And then in career, we have the Awakening reversed. We have the Eight of Discs and the Eight of Swords reversed. All right, so first and foremost, keep working. You know, the Eight of Discs is, you know, keep your head down and keep working. The situation at work is a little dicey. You know, and I don't think it's you. I think it's the other people at work. Because with the Eight of Swords reversed, it's, you know, when it's upright, it's like you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, you don't know, you just can't think clearly. You can't make decisions clearly. And it's all mental, you know. It's, if you just wiggled a little bit and got out of the sash, you would be able to easily get out of the situation. But it's like just a mind, you know, I'm thinking of a really bad, I'm thinking of a bad word after that. So guess what I just thought? I bet you guys did. Don't write it in the comments. It's inappropriate. The Eight of Swords, you know, but it's just you're playing with your own thoughts. And so with the Awakening reversed, it's like it's basically, you know, the universe is saying it's not time for you to get to that end goal. It's not time for you to get your just desserts. You're still working on it. You're still working things out. And it's because I think you have some situations at work that are out of your control that you have to separate yourself from. Okay, so if there is something that's going on that's dicey, if there are some people who are acting dishonest, step away from it. You know, it's not up to you to solve everyone's problems in every situation. Be picky, be choosy about what you're deciding to get your nose into, because it could reflect poorly on you, even though you're not part of the situation, if you are associated with it. So keep yourself clean, keep yourself pure when it comes to work. Keep your head down, keep learning, and don't associate with any shady situations. Even if it seems lucrative and that you're not really necessarily involved, you just know about it, stay away. All right. And then in abundance, we have the Magician. Love this. I love this setup right here. The Magician, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. All right, so with abundance, you know, the Magician wields everything. The wands, the cups, the pentacles, the swords, all of them, knows how to use everything. And you know what? I really feel like that's you. I really feel like that's you in self. You know, you are feeling powerful and getting to your A game. And people are taking notice. You know, the Queen of Discs is a very loving, sweet, I take that back, not necessarily sweet, but is very loving and comforting, and rules in that way. So sometimes she has to dish out some tough love, but she'll do it if she feels that you will benefit from it. Or not even if she feels, well, yeah, if she feels that you will benefit, but if she knows, she knows. She's got that third eye open, open, open. All right, so this person who's coming in, it could be you too, you could be the magician or the cup, or the disc, but the disc energy is often earth signs, so that's going to be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And I think I was talking about the Queen of Cups. For some reason, I just keep making her the Queen of Cups. I don't know why. That's so interesting. But that's the energy I'm really getting off of her, is more of this loving, caring Queen of Cups. But Queen of Pentacles is also very caring and loving, but shows it through objects, shows it through, the third dimension, making sure you have a home, making sure you have money in the bank, making sure that your car is running. And the Page of Swords is a young energy, but it's vivacious, and I say what I say, I mean what I say. I'll do, shoots off at the mouth just without even thinking, but is very honest about it, And I feel like it's like this trifecta of energy going on within you, of wielding this kind of dichotomy from the Page of Swords to the Queen of Discs. And I feel like if it's not all within you, these people are here to help you through especially through this career situation. They've got your back. So I kind of see them as friends. I see them as friends, saying, hey, we got you. We got you. One of them can be a little sarcastic and funny and truthful, but, sometimes not always not what you want to hear. And the Queen of Discs is very, kind, very kind. And says, hey, if you need a sleepover at my house and work things out, go for it. We got this. We'll go to a movie, maybe go shopping or something like that. And so that's why I see, I see them linked with this card too, of you going, no, I'm fine. I can do it. I can handle it. It's okay. And they're here to help you. And I think it's good help. It's fun help. Okay. And then here in Mind, Body, Soul Connection, we have the Knight of Wands. And then we have the Seven of Swords reversed. And the Knight of Wands is reversed. And then the Six of Discs reversed. All right. So with the Seven of Swords reversed, somebody, and I do really feel like this is linked with career. Somebody's cheating you. Somebody is lying to your face. And you don't see it. You see it as them, they're lying to your face saying, no, I would never do that. I think you're great. I think everything's fine. We're good. We're good. I've totally got your back. And it's this Knight of Wands, so it's a fire sign. It's going to be a Leo. It's going to be a Sagittarius or an Aries or energy like that. And this is your lesson, like the Six of Discs. It's kind of like saying this is your lesson that you're going to have to take so that you can teach it to other people, of, kind of getting backstabbed, getting thrown through the mud in a way. Like you have to go through it so that you can become the teacher that we need. And I think you're going to get through it really easily because you have so much loving support going through you. But it's like, Pisces, I don't want you to have to go through somebody lying and cheating you, especially somebody who you value and you respect. The Seven of Swords reverse is like, you just don't see this happening. And like, how could they do that to me? How could they do that? I don't believe you. I think that they're honest and trustworthy. Because the Knight of Wands comes in fast and, with their own agenda for themselves. And they will say and do whatever they need to get what they need from you. And this is happening with some other signs and some other regards too. So you're not alone with that, but at least you have the beautiful Three of Cups. Like, not every sign has that. And you have the Ten of Cups too. So lots of love and celebration. Just, every time you fall down, you fall into a bed of roses. So that's really good. It might, sting for a minute, but you'll be just fine, Pisces. Like, the universe has got your back. But, if somebody says, hey, so and so has wronged you at work or wronged you in life, you might, check yourself in this relationship with this situation. I would recommend doing it. Check it out. Check it out, because this energy is definitely not. It's hindering. It's hindering, and it's not in your best interest. Okay. So let's call on the angels for some added guidance. Okay, added guidance for my Pisces. Nope. Nope. Still shuffle. Okay. I was ready to pick a card, but I was told to keep shuffling, so I will. Okay. Oh, the God box. Write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God box, as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. All right, so, this is perfect. And, it doesn't have to be, if you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in, spirit or universe, which I find hard to believe because you're here listening to my channel. So, if you've made it this far, then there's an inkling of, a higher realm. But you don't have to call it God. You can call it, Mama Pacha. You can call it universe. You can call it spirit. You know, go with your faith. Go with your heart. Go with your soul. Go with your spirit. But write it down and put it in a box and just give it. Hand it over. Hand it over. And let spirit guide you.
Okay. So in the center, we have the Two of Discs, and this is what's permeating the rest of June. So it's really trying to find your balance, trying to find an equilibrium in everything that's going on. So the Four of Cups, from the beginning of June into the mid-June, really is telling of the rest of June, saying that, you missed something, and if you go back and you revisit this for a moment, it's going to put things back in balance. And that's going to be important because we have the King of Cups in reverse, and this is in relationship. Now, remember, this isn't just love relationship. However, for a lot of you, it will be. But this is a water sign, so it could be you, but I really feel like it's somebody else. And it's in reverse, so water sign Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, manipulative, trying to get things out of you, condescending, but also emotionally unavailable, kind of unstable. Okay, so the King of Cups can be really manipulative, really, really, really manipulative in situations to get what they need. They feel they lack in confidence, and because of that, they're trying to take from you to kind of bring you down to their level. Now, this isn't saying that they're a bad person. This isn't saying that they are vicious, but it's really what it's speaking to is they are very self-conscious, and they're lacking in a foundation of self. And so they're trying to build that up through taking from you. So be careful of that. That's really, really important for you not to put a whole lot of energy of yourself into that, because that's what they're looking for, is for you to give everything you've got. They're trying to suck from you to feel full. And then we have the Three of Wands in reverse, and this is in career. So this is like you're not seeing where your career is going. You're not seeing a future with it. It just doesn't seem to jive with what you are and what you want to be. So this really also does speak with the Two of Discs and the Four of Cups, because it's saying what will help you feel solid, what will help you feel positive about the future. What did you miss in this situation that you have to revisit so that you can carry on? So in career, really look at that and see what is it that you need to learn so you can become what you want to be. Nine of Cups reversed, and this is in abundance. So you could have been trying to really manifest a certain situation having to do with wealth or, stability, and it didn't come through. But the nice thing about the Nine of Cups reversed is that it was heard, but you have to work at it. It's not just going to come to you. You have to work at it. You have to make it happen. When the Nine of Cups is upright, it's a wish card. So your wish is your desire. But when it's in reverse, it's heard. But now what are you going to do to make it happen? And then in mind, body, soul connection, we have the Two of Cups. So this is really loving self, having a contract with self, recognizing that you are just as important as those who you are caring for. So make sure that you are setting a contract with self that is healthy and abundant and causing you to have a lovely foundation of love and light. And once that happens, you're going to have a new mindset and you're going to have a new aspect of living and thinking, which will totally shift all the other situations. But first, you have to make sure you are taken care of. And the only person who can do that is you. So now let's call on the visionary cards from Noah Nafu for some added guidance. Added guidance for Pisces. The Centaur. Okay, let me read what's in the book for that. Okay. The centaur represents communication and learning. Sometimes you need to communicate with people and creatures very different from yourself, and in these moments you can find rich learning experiences. Take this as a reminder to stay open-minded and accept others regardless of difference. So, that's awesome, because I was just saying you have to have a different mindset, a different way of thinking, shift some things around so you can find your abundance and see your future. And so within doing that, you are going to need to let different people into your life, different situations, and you will learn and gain knowledge from that to move forward.